Hey everybody, we're making a comic today. This one I did Tuesday because I had a thing to do Wednesday and I wanted to get it done so I didn't have to make a shitty illustration on Wednesday with not enough time. So I made a shitty illustration on Tuesday and here it is. Uh, I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I started with the image. I was like, oh, I'll draw a brain. I don't know, see where it goes. So I drew a brain, and I'm not happy with this brain. It's a terrible brain, but it sort of reads like a brain. It sort of kind of looks like a brain. I should have, in retrospect, looked at a picture of a brain rather than trying to draw a brain from memory because I don't know what a brain looks like and my memory is terrible. Uh, so I knew it had little squiggly bits and had a little stem at the bottom and that there were lobes, a left and a right, and that's all I knew. And it was there, so that's what I did for a brain. It kind of looks like a brain, sort of, kind of, a little bit. Uh, and then I draw the little android girl, uh, and uh, and so I did a cool thing today. Or while I was doing this, I was like, I'm gonna save this because I do this elliptical gradient every single damn time, and I have to do it from scratch, and I'm getting quicker with it. But it would be nice if I just made a style. So I made a style for it, and I was like, yay, okay. And there's a pretty traditional image of someone taking out their brain to look at it, right? Because that's what we do when we think about ourselves. It's navel gazing, but it's our brain instead. Uh, so. Oh, I just thought of the whole concept of navel because they talk about, like, we have our intellectual personality inside of our brain, but we have our emotional personality inside our gut, right? And there's certainly biological reasons for that because, as it turns out, we get all our neurotransmitters, not all of them, but most of them, from our gut, as it turns out. So anyway, uh, so navel gazing is thinking too much about your gut feelings and yeah, ruminating. I don't know. Anyway, moving right along. Uh, the traditional image is looking at your brain, pulling it out of your head, looking at your brain. So we did that. Not being super creative today. Not trying to, as I say, nothing new under the sun, right? The everything's been done before. The only thing you can do is remix it. So I'm just remixing it by having the little android lady give it a try, and I love her. A little bit of me in there, a little bit of everybody in there. Just an alienated person who feels disconnected from the human race, right? And then I just wanted to have not try to be super not try to be super clever with the words. Just a little copyright infringement. Taking the words right straight out of the damn dictionary, and come and get me, dictionary manufacturers. I think this qualifies as fair use. Not that YouTube does fair use anymore. Uh, oh God, I just got in on YouTube drama. All right, so we're doing fingers. I love finger. At this point, so when I ride my bike, I look for hills to climb up because it's more interesting to climb a hill on my bike than it is to go on a flat area, and I learn more and I gain more muscly stuff in my hustle sticks. So, same thing with hands. They're hard to do. They're terribly difficult to do. Every artist is like, oh my God, hands, they traumatize me. So I love hands. This thing right here, though, I'm trying to put a background in it, and that's just not. I don't even know what I was thinking. Like I wanted it to be kind of flowery. I don't know. I was like thinking like a spotlight, but like I do a spotlight, but it's like actually spot shadow. And I try to make it, try to give things a little pop, right? Trying to give them a little life, a little three-dimensional life. Sort of works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Here it's fine, but I don't know what I was thinking about with this weird shape. So this is all just fine tuning here. Like there's a lot of fine tuning. This is why I love illustration, because once you draw something, it's kind of there, whereas illustration is you can move things around, and that's it. And then I realized I actually made a change after I stopped recording. I took the left hand and made it poke in the brain, because it said, rather than pointing up at the brain, I said, what about if it's actually touching? What if it's actually just poking it with a stick, right? And so, which I think was a good change. I think it said more what I wanted, because I want to say something, right? You want to say something. You don't want to just draw. I mean, if you want to just draw, that's cool. I'm not saying you shouldn't. But if you want to, comics are about saying a thing. It's about distributing information, not just pretty pictures. So I thought it was better to make the finger touching rather than pointing, and that's what I did. But I'd hit stop on the recording before I did that. So now it's done, and there it is. And I hope you're having a wonderful day.
Bang. Wow. This has been a Zip Bang Wow production.